appreciate that. Okay, so we are recording now. Like I was saying, I like these jars, but you can actually use smaller jars if you want. These to me are about the perfect size because I like to put a lot of stuff in my jars. And I'm trying to decide which one I want to use today. I think I'm going to use this one. I like the screw top. So I have the jar today, obviously, because I don't really need to attract a significant other or a love relationship. I'm not going to focus on, as I get a look from Joey, I'm not going to focus on the aspect of trying to call in love because I feel like that's already abundant for me. That doesn't mean I'm not going to use love and intention when I'm doing these. And these are also called spell jars. So intention jars, spell jars, whatever your verbiage is. I'll fluctuate between the two of them. Honey, because it's sweet and we want to sweeten things up. Plus it's sticky, so it holds things together. Are y'all hearing me okay with this microphone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. So for me, I have some bay leaves. You don't have to have bay leaves, but I don't know. I've been using them a lot lately. I love this time of year, this season, and I do a lot of intention work with bay leaves, and they're actually called nature sparklers. So a lot of people will write their intention on the bay leaves and then cast them into a fire, and they pop and snapple and make all kinds of sparkly lights. It's really pretty and sound. So what do I do with my marker? I'll be right back, y'all. I need to find my pen. Okay. So I'll just have a, it's not really like a paint marker, but it's like a gold kind of colored marker. But you can use a marker, a Sharpie, a pencil, a pen, whatever you can get that's gonna be able to write on the bay leaf if you're using a bay leaf. If not, some good paper will work if you have parchment paper. I just happen to have one of my journals here. It's actually my dream journal, and it has some unlined, no line paper in here. When I do intention work, I may rip off a piece of this and use it. So matter of fact, I will do that right now because I will use some paper as well. Because I am using my money jar or my honey jar to attract abundance and money. I have some stones and crystals that are going to signify that, especially the green aventurine. I have a $1 bill. You can use real money, or you can even draw a dollar bill on paper. You can even use the fake toy money that comes in like little registers, you know, where you're trying to teach your children how to count money. So that works as well. I do have some coins. I like to use dimes, and I am using 7 dimes in mine. If you can see them. So what else do I have? I have glitter, and I have black salt. So to me, using black salt is really important because when we do this type of stuff, we want it to be a protection. Yes, we're asking for stuff, but with anything, there's good and there's evil. So light and dark, creating balance. Hey, Zoom user. I don't know who that is yet. I have some spices that I like to use as well. So cinnamon is one of my favorites.
I have a question about the black salt.
Yes.
Before you continue. Mm-hmm. Say if I have like Himalayan salt or Hawaiian salt, and I use like say the sage ash, can I mix that in to make it black salt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Some people even use the ashes from the sage and from incense that they burn too.
Right. Okay.
So, awesome. but if you don't have black salt, like for the purposes of the jar, you can use Himalayan salt. You can use regular white salt if you want sea salt. Himalayan salt's better than, you know, like, what is it, Morton salt, but salt in this case. Okay. You can even use Epsom salt. Let's see, what else do I have? More glitter. So I have red glitter and I have green glitter, green for abundance, red for love, green for money, etc. I also have some puff paint. So if you wanted to get really creative, you could puff paint, you know, whatever your intention is on the jars, on the lid. It's completely up to you. I also use sage. So I have a bag of just leftover crumbles of sage. So I'll put that in the intention jar. And let's see, what else do I have here? I have these little gem dots. They're little sticky dots. Like I said, you can decorate your jar and make it as pretty as you want. You don't have to, but you can use ribbon as well for decorating your jar. So, and I also have frankincense. Frankincense is, it promotes self-confidence, creativity, but it also represents Jesus's sacrifice. So in this sense, for what we would be using it for and placing it in our jar is all the sacrifices that we've made to up until this point. So like for me, maybe we're scrimping and being tight on money and blah, 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 because we're trying to save it, right? So we're cutting back, we're sacrificing, and we're not going to go, I don't know why I'm going to say vacation. We never go on vacation, but we're not spending it that way. So we're sacrificing. So I like to use the frankincense. So the first thing that we're going to do is, are you all clear about what your intentions are for your jars, whether what it is that you're specifically intending? Dora, is yours
yes, ma'am.
Health, love, money? What is yours?
More on my business success and abundance and joy.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's very much along the lines of what mine's going to be. What about you, Jennifer?
Money, abundance, growth into a new direction, business transformation. Yeah,
transformation. So if you have charms or little, I'm trying to think what I have. So I've been making these the fetches, and I get these cute little buttons. Like Jennifer, I was thinking, like if you had a butterfly, even if you don't have like a little button or a pin or a medallion or anything, you could draw a butterfly on your paper that we'll be putting in your jar as a symbol of transformation. You could just get all kind of creative. Hi, Cole. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Sound great.
Okay, awesome. This Zoom meeting is being recorded, so I want you to know that, okay, in case you don't want to be on, it is being recorded. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So Cole, while I have you on, are you really Cole, or is that just the name that comes up?
It's really me. Hold on. Wait, allow.
Oh, I know you. Hey, y'all. Can I introduce you?
Hi.
Hey, everybody. This is Nicole, and she's our newest member of our Soul Tribe over at Mystic Bayou. So you'll start to see her face quite a bit over there. So awesome. I'm so glad you could join.
Of course.
So do you have all your stuff? Do you have like your jar and all that?
I was late. I was cleaning up my room and I looked at the time, and so I don't have everything together. No, I don't, but I still want to participate. Awesome. If that's okay, and watch.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Because if y'all, like I said, email me, Mystic Bayou, the #1 at Gmail. Just say, hey, can I get a recording or a copy of the recording, and I'll send it off to y'all. But other than that, it'll go on our YouTube channel. So All right, so we just have, like I said, I was going through some of the stuff, a jar, bay leaves to write on if you want, paper to write on. I have some glitter, I have some salt, I have some spices that I like to use, some sage, some puff paint, etc. And Robin.
Yes.
Are you making yours while we're doing this, or you said you were going to do a little bit of both?
I think I'm just going to keep notes and watch how you guys do it so I can really do it correctly the first time.
Okay, perfect. Do you know what your intention is?
Pretty much, I think abundance as far as financial.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for right now, unless I come up with something else.
Oh, that's awesome. So, you can intend more than one thing into these honey jars, which is fantastic, but it sounds like we're all seeking abundance, so that we can continue to grow and thrive and do the things that we want to do and love and keep our businesses going, etc. So the first thing that we're going to do is, if you have the bay leaf, if not, you can use whatever paper you have. I'm looking for my pencil. And the first thing, let me see if I can do this, is, okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, if you have your jar, you're going to open up your jar. And I like to speak a prayer into my jar. And I say things like, only love and light and positive energy is allowed to be here. No negative energy is allowed to remain. Nobody is allowed to be hurt in any of the intentions that is being made. I ask this through Christ our Lord, through the intercession of Mary, St. Joseph, St. Michael, and St. Raphael. So we speak our intention that what we're asking for comes to us in a healthy, positive, love and light way. And then, since we are all, seems to be, we are all trying to speak in abundance. If you take your pen and your paper, your pencil and your paper, and write down, you can write a dollar amount if you want, if you specifically know a dollar amount that you need, but you don't have to. So you can write very general, I am in need of, or I want, or I seek. And I'm just going to give you all a minute to write it down, blah, 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 money for whatever the circumstance is. Or you can just say, I am in need of monetary abundance, money flow. And I'm writing mine down as well, y'all. Okay, excuse me. So for example, I wrote, I am in need of money to continue to grow our family business so that we can grow and to help more people and have a beautiful livelihood, one without the burden of worrying about finances. So something along those lines. And just let me all know when y'all are done. So what I'm doing right now is because I'm using some bay leaves as well. I wrote the intention on one side, which is money and abundance. And on the back of it, my protection, but who I wanted to include, because this isn't just for me. You know, I wanted it to be for me. I also wanted it to be for Joey and Kendra and my mother-in-law, Joanne. So I have that staged and ready as well. So on your paper, if you don't have the bay leaves, you can write down the people's names that you wish to incorporate into this blessing jar, the honey jar.
So I just wanted to let you know I am participating. I changed my mind. I'm gonna just use what I have around me.
Yay, that's perfect.
Put it all together later.
So. Okay, yeah, no, that's cool. That's awesome.
And I would attract love and abundance.
Awesome. So make sure you write that is in your intention. You can, with the love, you can draw hearts all over top of all the words that you wrote.
Okay.
And just focus on love.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And if you have cinnamon, y'all, cinnamon is a really good amplifier for abundance. I love to use it whenever I'm doing intentional work. Are any of you using coins or $1 or anything like that in yours? Okay. Cool. And it doesn't have to be dimes. You can use pennies, you can use nickels, you can use whatever you want. Gunnar says, put some peanut butter in that Kong for him. All right, y'all done writing? All right. if y'all want, you can take yourselves off of mute. All right. So I'm going to use whatever gemstones I have that I'm going to place in the jar. But right now is the time when you would put your spices in and your gemstones, not the coins and not the money yet. So as I was saying, I'm going to use some green aventurine. I'm also using some obsidian for, you know, no harm to anybody. I'm going to use a little rose quartz for love, you know, because we want this to be intended through love. And some amethyst because we want things to be stress-free and chaos-free. So those will go in. I also threw in a little piece of unakite, which is pink and green, and it works with the heart chakra. Another love intention, but also the unakite is for healing. And in this aspect, it would be healing the burden of worry and stress and all that stuff that comes with, you know, not having what we think we have an abundance of. So I've placed that in the jar. I'm also going to place a phantom crystal, a clear quartz phantom in here because it's a master healer and it's a phantom quartz. It's cool. So I'm also going to put my salt in. And again, when I'm putting my salt in, I'm thinking positive thoughts and that there will be no harm to anybody. We don't want dirty money. We don't want dirty abundance. We don't want money that's come to us through somebody's passion or anything like that. Bless you. So the protection goes in here with the salt, and it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be black salt. It can be white salt, pink salt, sea salt, whatever.
Does the amount matter?
I'm sorry?
Does the amount matter?
No.
How much you put in?
It can be a pinch. It can be as much as you want. I did just, I don't know, just a pinch or so. And I'm going to place some of my sage in here because sage is another herb that I work with that is great for deterring negativity. So I'm just putting in, you know, just a few little crumbles. And of course the frankincense, which if you don't have the frankincense, it's perfectly fine. You can use whatever herbs you want. Oh, I love the smell of frankincense. So those are in. And again, cinnamon. I'm going to use a little cinnamon. And as I'm pouring the cinnamon, I'm imagining abundance, overflowing. And I'm using quite a bit. So stressing the flow of money and abundance, whether it's abundance in health, finances, whatever it is that you're intending. And because I am calling in finances, I'm going to use some of the green glitter that I have, and I'm going to place that in. Again, seeing it as money just flowing and showering and coming in abundance. And then I'm going to use some of my red glitter to signify love. Again, no harm to anybody and just money through love coming in. And I'm going to throw my bay leaves in, or my bay leaf. So now with our paper, and I want to draw hearts on mine over top of the words that I wrote because I am binding these words to love and light and no negativity.
Isn't rosemary good for abundance?
Yes, you can use rosemary for abundance. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good protector too. And a lot of times, just like if you were looking for a crystal, you know, if a certain crystal resonates or a certain herb resonates, it's calling to you for a reason. So I don't know if you can see mine. I've scribbled hearts all over it. So whenever you all are ready, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper, and the way that you do this is you're going to fold it in half towards you, okay? And while you fold it in half towards you and make that first crease, I want you to place your hands over the paper, and I want you to feel as if you've already, feel the gratitude in your heart as if you've already received the abundance that you're asking for, to the point of you can't even put words to it, that it's so moving and so touching, and you feel like you could cry because your dreams have been answered and you no longer have to worry. Once you get to that point, that's the frequency that we need to hold. It's very much like prayer. When you're asking for something in prayer, when you feel as though you have it already, and the abundance in your heart and the gratitude and the abundance of gratitude in your heart, that's what solidifies it. So I want you to continue to fold this paper towards you, holding that same gratitude, knowing that you have all that you need and the money will come. And just turn your paper, and then you're going to continue to fold it in half towards you, thinking about that beautiful abundance that's now in your life, setting you free of so many worries and burdens. And just continue to turn it and fold it towards you until you can't fold it anymore. And I don't think I can get another fold in here. No, or maybe. No. So mine's about this big. Perfect. Yay! All right. Have you folded yours yet, Jennifer? Or are you still working on it? You're still working on it? That's cool. Okay. So another thing that you can do after you've got it into the smallest fold that you have, I like to take my marker or my pencil, and then I just write "sealed with love." We're going to make sure we're doing all that we can to bring in that love vibration. How's yours going, Nicole?
Good.
Perfect.
Yeah, well, I didn't fold yet, but
just
I was
remember when you fold it toward yourself, keep turning it, fold it toward yourself, holding that love vibration, that gratitude. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we're all ready, then we're going to go ahead and place that into the jar. And now if you have your money, I'm going to gather up my coins. I'm going to do coins, and I'm actually going to do a dollar bill. So if you're using paper money or pretend money, you want to roll the money Okay, so say you have your bill. You're going to start rolling it towards you. Remember, everything is towards you. We want to bring money towards us. And I'm going to roll that all the way to the end of the dollar. So it now
I'm actually going old school and using a $2 bill.
Oh, girl, I can't believe you did that, because you know what? I was going to grab one of mine. Maybe that was
the first thing that came to my head, and I was like, oh, that's a good one. It's $2.
Yes, yes. So you're going to roll it pretty small, and then you're going to place that in your jar. And then if you have any of your coins, you're going to start placing those in the jar as well. Holding the thought of abundance and money flowing to you. My jar smells really good with the cinnamon in there. Sometimes I use mugwort in here as well because it's very calming and soothing. But since I've bombarded it with lots of love, and I have my amethyst and my tourmaline in here, I think it's fine. How's yours looking? Yes. That's a perfect size jar too. I actually have one. So here's the thing. So after you put your jars together, you put them away in a cabinet or somewhere where you're just going to basically forget about it. And the thing is, you don't want people to see it. Okay. So you want to put it somewhere where people aren't going to be disturbing it, seeing it, whatever. So I placed one in our shop. And once we hired the girls, I love y'all, but they found it. And somebody thought, oh, this must have fallen back behind whatever. So they pulled it out. And I was like, so I put it back. Somebody else pulled it out. So after that, it kind of deactivates it a little. So that's why we're doing a new one. So the other thing is, once you receive the amount of money that you truly need, you can't be greedy. Okay. So what you'll want to do is take your dollar out, take your paper out. I don't know, Dora, you might not want to use that $2 bill because we're going to bury it after. So
no, I was thinking like I'm gonna bury it all.
Yeah.
And give thanks.
Yeah, so it'll all get buried, and you can take the paper out and bury it, or you can actually bury the entire jar. It's completely up to you.
Would burying be good, or if you're like you're taking stuff out, would burning it and sending it out will be another good way, or just bury the whole thing?
You know what, the traditional is burying it, but that doesn't go to say that you can't, this is yours. What is intuition telling you to do? Okay. I think after we soak it in honey, it may not burn very well. So,
right.
That might be the issue, but whatever resonates with you. All right. So we have our money in, we have whatever spices in, we have our paper in, we've placed our intent, we've empowered our jars with our prayer. And now is the fun part. It's also very messy. So I've got my jar of honey here. Oh Lord, I should see if I have a napkin. So honey is very sweet. It's very sticky. It holds things together. And we're asking that what we're asking for, we want it to come to us in a very sweet, kind, and loving way. So that's why we're using honey. And I may have to go grab a napkin. Oh wait, Joey's in here. If y'all know me, I'm Messy Marvin. So I'm gonna try not to do this over my laptop. So I'm just gonna pour my honey in. And you want to make sure, oh, look at that. Oops. I get to try the honey. So good. All right. So once you get your honey in your jar, I made a mess on the side of mine, so I'm just going to clean it up. It should look like this. Yeah, perfect. Just make sure everything is covered. You don't have to have it filled all the way to the top if you don't want, but just make sure all of your items are covered. At this point, I'm going to go back and I'm going to add another little pinch of salt, another pinch of my green glitter and my red glitter, whatever color glitter you all have. And again, I like to empower mine again and solidify. Only love and light and positive energy is allowed here. I'm asking that this abundance come to me in a way that is peaceful and there's no harm to anyone. Whatever you want your words to be. And then when you're ready, you just seal up your jar. And then, do y'all have a candle? It can even be a birthday candle, y'all. I've taken my candle and it's just a white emergency candle and it looks a little funky because I have glitter all over it, but I used a pin, a safety pin, and I scratched in some words on it and I wrote just intentional, like positive intentional words. So really has nothing to do with the abundance that I'm asking for, but it has to do with my worthiness of being able to receive what I'm asking for. So I wrote strong, worthy, self-love, gratitude. And then I did put a little olive oil on here that I've anointed as holy oil that we use in house blessings. But you don't have to use any oil. And then I decided to put glitter on mine, thinking it would stay in my scratches, where it kind of did, but I'm going to grab my lighter if I can find it real quick. Now, this part, you're probably going to want a plate or a paper plate or a coffee can lid or something to place your jar on, because what we're going to do is we're going to burn the bottom of the candle and get it to attach to the lid of the honey jar. All right, so y'all have your candles, and just yell at me when y'all ready. You can even take your lighter and you can run it along your candle and get it soft a little bit, and you can roll your candle in different herbs like rose petals or lavender. You can dress it that way as well. You have to be really careful though, because you know they can catch fire. So definitely you need to not leave any candle, but especially when they're dressed with herbs unattended, because they can be a fire hazard. All right, so you'll take your lighter. Hopefully you have a good lighter, not using a match, and you'll safely hold your candle and just kind of start melting it over the top of your jar so you have a good base. I don't know if you can. Yeah. And it will take it a little while. I melted a lot, so it's going to take it a good minute here before it really is solid. Not too bad. So it should look like this. How's yours looking, Jennifer?
I haven't quite got there yet.
Okay, well, I'm going to slow down.
Candle.
I'll slow down and wait.
No, I was just dressing the candle.
Oh, awesome.
I had to bust out my money attraction oil that you made.
Oh, yay. I haven't made that in a long time. I need to.
I love it.
And I love that y'all are using green candles too. I own Mystic Bayou. I didn't even have a green candle, nor did I think of grabbing one today to do this. So again, once you have your candle start melting and all that, like big on, you know, just layering intention onto or into whatever it is I'm doing. So I just heated mine up again, got the wax that I used to stick the candle onto the lid, heated it up a little bit, threw some black salt on there, and I'm gonna do the same with some more glitter, both the red and the green. But y'all, you know, do it as you see fit. So mine kind of looks like that. So I have this ginormous candle instead of a chime candle like this. It's an emergency candle. So mine's going to take quite a while to burn down, but I'm probably not going to let it burn all night. It might be early. If I start watching the Netflix originals tonight, I might let this burn down. But what you want to do is light this and just let the wax melt, and it's going to go down over the top of the jar, and it's going to seal in your intent, solidifying the intention or the spell, if that's what you want to call it. And then after your candle burns down and you have this big glob of wax covering everything, put it away, hide it away, tuck it away somewhere, and just forget about it until you receive the abundance that you so see fit without having greed come into play. And then you'll just open it if you want to take your items out, like if you want to wash your stones and keep them or whatever. I don't. I would just bury the whole thing in your backyard. And some people even take like, I know out here in Mississippi, a lot of people will have their like, what are they, banana plants and stuff in big pots. You know, some people will even bury this in a pot that they have a plant in. So it's completely up to you. You can put it in your backyard, your front yard, or in a potted plant. And that's it, y'all. That is our honey jar intentions. So I have any questions? Oh, that looks great.
This is amazing. I can't wait to do it. This is awesome.
Awesome, Robin. You know what? If you see, you know, or feel like doing it, I would love to have you email me and send me a picture of your jar.
Okay.
People get so creative. Like I said, you can paint your jar ahead of time. I like, you know, you like, I don't know, you can draw money symbols or whatnot, even the words on your jars. So that's it, y'all. Yours looks fantastic, Dora. So while we're burning these, you know, really focus your intent and know that it's through love and light and through heartfelt intention that you will receive. The minute that we doubt or think we're not worthy, it's when we step in our own way and we create blockages. So that's about it, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. That was fun.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you are awesome.
You.
All right.
Thank
I'm not gonna do readings tonight at the end of this, just because I'm doing some special readings that I posted on Facebook. So if y'all aren't aware, I'm doing the Waning Crescent Moon, which is a 5-card spread for 2222. And they're a lot of fun, and they give you quite a bit of information. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I have like 3 to do. So I'm running the special from yesterday, the 4th, until the 8th. So if y'all are interested, check out the post. Okay.
Okay.
Happy intending.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.